Hello everybody, I am Madhuri. I am a psychological counselor by profession. One of my strengths is to help my clients to acknowledge and deal with their emotions in a healthy way. During counseling, when I ask my clients, do you often get angry? Most of them say, oh no, I don't get angry at all. In fact, I am a very cool person. While we all know that anger is a very common emotion, if we are habituated to deny or justify our anger, then we tend to overlook the pattern and change is difficult. So, if you ever wonder if you are getting angry more often than others, is everybody else reacting in the same way in this kind of situation? Do I need to change? If so, how can I change? Then this video is for you, because in this video I am going to explain about a few types and stages of anger and a few tools and techniques which you can use at different stages. Like any other emotion, anger also serves a purpose. When we are angry, there is a hormone called cortisol which is released in immense intensity inside our body. And the purpose of this hormone is to give us the energy to challenge the injustice. Suppose we see that our loved ones are cheating on us or they are lying to us, then we need this energy to be able to challenge them and get back with them. So that is the purpose of cortisol and anger. Anger is often compared with a volcano, where there are the volcanic eruptions from time to time and there is the molten lava within. So I am going to use this example to explain a few types of anger. So one is the expressive anger, which is like the volcanic eruptions. This is the kind of anger which we all are very much aware of. This is the kind of anger where people explicitly express their anger. Usually this kind of behavior is seen in people who have grown during their childhood, seeing this as a very common emotion. So everybody around them express this emotion very freely. Or they could also be using this as a medication, in the sense that when you were a child and you cried or you were hurt or you were fearful of some incident and then you were made fun of for being that way, then you use this superficial emotion called anger to cover up your other vulnerable emotions like shame, embarrassment or fear and hurt. Usually what happens with these kind of people is that they face issues in their relationships. That is because they tend to hurt their loved ones unknowingly. Then there is another kind of anger called the suppressive anger. In this kind of anger, what happens is, as a child, if you have heard that anger is a very bad emotion and probably you were even punished for being angry, then you somewhere deep inside you have developed this strong belief that, oh my God, I cannot be angry. And so you have buried this emotion so deep within inside that even you are not aware that you are angry. Also, there is another subtype where you might be angry with your own anger and then you tend to self-harm or say mean things for being angry. There is also another subtle type of anger where you are sarcastic or you go into a shell or you give the silent treatment. So these are a few types of anger. And it is not just that you might be having only one variety of anger. There could be a pattern of these types, like you might be suppressing your anger for a while, then you get sarcastic or you go into a shell and finally you become expressive. So there could be a pattern of the types that you might be following. So if you could connect with any of these types or patterns, let us now look into the stages of anger. In stages of anger, first and foremost comes the denial stage. As the name suggests, in this stage I deny and justify my anger, saying that, oh, she did this to me or he behaved in this way. How am I not supposed to get angry? In this stage, we tend to believe that we are correct all the time. So there is very little we can do at this stage, but the least thing we can do is to walk away so that we avoid further damage to ourselves. Next comes the responsibility stage. In this stage, I am willing to take some responsibility for my anger instead of attributing it to others' actions. In this stage, I can start using anger log as a tool. Anger log is a journal where I write down about my triggers of anger, like is it my expectation of others or myself, or am I thinking that I am not able to meet others' expectations? And expectations need not mean something huge. It can be as simple as things not going the way I want them to. In anger log, I also maintain a record of how many times a day am I getting angry, for how long am I being in this state, what is finally helping me to get out of this, and what is the intensity of my anger in each situation, etc. So this is a tool which we can start using in the responsibility stage. Next comes the action stage. In action stage, I go one step ahead, and instead of trying to deal with my emotion through thoughts or in a logical way, I am trying to feel my anger, to experience it. And to do this, I am seeing, like, when I am angry, where in my body am I feeling this? How am I experiencing it? So these are a few things which we tend to do in the action stage. Then comes the acceptance. In this stage, I have made peace with my anger because I have stopped fighting with my own anger, and I have just accepted it as any other emotion instead of labeling it as something bad. And in this stage, I think it is okay for me to be angry or for others to be angry. So this is the stage where I have made peace with my anger. And irrespective of which stage of anger you are in, you can also use other tools like yoga, meditation, mindfulness, etc. Hope this has helped you to get some awareness on the emotion anger. Thank you for watching the video. Namaste.